Ratas katakarabababa. Sante kizia katakaramai. Oh, blessed be the name. The good thing, let me tell you what you cannot fake in this realm. Either you have it or you don't have it. When you have it, brother, you have it. You command respect. You command respect. It doesn't matter who puts you at the corner. Right at the corner, the world will still know. That's the voice to hear. That's the voice to hear. It doesn't matter whoever is trying to push you. Because if God has given to you, the world has to hear you. Oh yes, I'm telling you. You may start from nowhere. You know there is something the Lord is doing in the end time. It's either you have it or you don't have it. You can't pretend in this way. You can't pretend in this way. You have encountered it or you didn't encounter. He says, he touched my mouth and says, behold, I have put my words in your mouth. Which means if you open the mouth of Jeremiah, you're a spiritual man, you find words. The words were put in the mouth of a man. And when he was talking, he was not referring it from anywhere. He was taking it from himself. God has put them in. He has put them in a person. So that when he's doing it, he knows why things have to happen in that way. God spoke to me. God spoke to me and allowed him. I allowed his voice to be scribbled on my spirit. Scribbled. We are dealing with the mouth there. It's a metaphor. It's not like I'm just also dealing with a metaphor, the way it has been explained. And in these words, I want you to see, to show you that when God is doing it, you see the difference between what you have held from God and what you're hearing from other people. You have held it from man or you have held it from God. If you go to chapter 20, should be verse 14 if I'm not mistaken, look at what he's going to say. Oh, okay, not 14. Let me just, not 14, sorry. Just give me Jeremiah 20. I want you to see something. Oh, God be exalted. Father, we thank you. We bless your name. Chapter 20. I'm looking at verse 7. Let's start from 7, sorry. Just look at this. It says, "O Lord, thou hast deceived me, and I was deceived. Thou art stronger than I." Now, I want you to understand what is stronger in Jeremiah than himself. Now, it's very important. He refers God is stronger than him. And you will notice that that which is stronger than him is the word that is speaking to him. He refers to the word that he received from God as stronger than his emotion, stronger than his decisions. So there was a time that he didn't want to do what the word said, but the word he received from God never allowed him to decide otherwise. The word has taken hold of this man. So he says, you are stronger than I. In other words, this is not what I want. This is not what I want. I remember there was a time we had a break, and we did a crusade during the break, school break time, just for 2 weeks. And we did a crusade. And I said, you see, that's the way, when I teach about these things, it's so practical to me. Very, very practical. This is how my calling came. My calling overcame me. I couldn't decide otherwise. It was so powerful to me that it never left me to decide what I want. It took hold of my emotions, took hold of my decisions. I remember several times I could be in a lecture room, and I know God was trying to convince me, because I didn't want to be a preacher. I didn't want to end up as a pastor. So there was a processing that was going on, and God could come so strong in a lecture room, and I could leave, run to pray. And several times I had to go and ask her, says, Lord, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to me? You know I need to concentrate. I just love this school. I love this school. I was so hooked to study. It was my life like that. I enjoyed studying. School wasn't difficult for me, and I enjoyed it. So I was a man that could pick a biology book. I could read in secondary school. I could read the 6, 7 books. I was a head boy, so I had access to the library. I could read as many biology books as I could on one topic. Just loved it to, expose myself to knowledge. And I saw myself ending somewhere with the education. That's how I saw myself. And God is coming to disturb and distract me. And I'm shaking all over. And I had to learn. I don't know if at Polytechnic you still have, at Mubasol you still have those looms, we call them iron looms. By then they were actual iron looms. That's where students could go and do the ironing. But at that time, they have been turned into the prayer looms. We could go there. That's where people that were praying could be found. Prayer was being offered throughout. You go there, you find 2 young men are praying, sisters are praying. And I could go there and lie flat and says, Lord, what I do? My friends are in a class. And I know I'm missing a lecture now. I said, Lord, what you are doing is not my character. I don't run away from school. But look what you're doing. I remember one time I got a book. I never had the resources. I had lost my father. My mother was a housewife. So, she never had an income. The money that we got from the pension from my dad, we just bought we built the house and all those other things. And we never had enough. We were relying on our sisters to help us. And they were paying my tuition fees and all these things, and they couldn't pay for other things. And I got a book, a borrowed book from someone, and says, please, I know you'll be going home at 5 p.m. Can I have your book so that I just look at the assignment and I will do it and then I'll give it back to you. I take it and go into this, at Mubas you have got this, in the library you have got these sections in the library where you're alone. I take it and I'm excited. I'm going to do it very fast. I do this assignment because I don't have this book, and then I'm going to give it back to the person. I go there, I sit down. Immediately I sit down. God says, let's talk. And I'm like, no. My hands are freezing right there. And I'm beginning to shake. I'm losing myself. I can see he's taking over me. And I'm just seated there. And the book is right there. I can't see it anymore. I thy stronger than me. I thy stronger than me. I came to a point that I was convinced. I don't preach because anyone is telling me I'm a preacher. No, preaching is me. That's why you can't, there's nothing that can rise and change who am I. If I can't preach, I can't be anybody. I can't be anybody. I become the voice. I accepted it. This is true, that God can process a man and make him a success. The voice in our time, in every space. You have deceived me. And I was thou art stronger. Thou art stronger than I. Do you know when God speaks to you and he swallows you up, that he makes a lion in you, that that you are not going to give up by anything? Where is that generation? That you speak to them on Sunday, they roar by the power of God, they cannot do it on Monday. Where is that generation? How can you say, I didn't do it? Because when I looked at people, I was like, nobody's gonna believe me. How are you able to accept what you are looking at? He says, he will not be afraid of their faces. Thus the Lord has spoken to me. That you are not looking. In fact, you are so convinced the dead will rise. You are so convinced, I'm gonna rise and become the name in my country that people will be talking about. That you are not simply obeying whatever is on the ground. No. That's the reason you can put me in a service of 5 people. You never see me changing. Because I start from anywhere. I can start from 4. I can start from 6. I can start from attitude. I don't change at all. The fire is the same. I'm captured by this. But I'm looking for someone that have been captured by the voice of success, has been captured as a witness of the wisdom of God, has been captured as a witness of the knowledge of God, the skills of God, and has become our voices over time. Art thou stronger than I? Lord, you have spoken. If the devil thought you are going to leave this place the same way you came, he's wrong. He's wrong. Because whilst I'm talking here, there are voices coming right now, and people are hearing God saying, my son, my daughter, this is your portion. You are not going there in the name of anyone. You are going there in my name. They are about to hear you very well. They are about to hear you very well. They will know who has spoken to you. They will know someone has spoken to your life, and you're not ready to give an excuse. Oh, mandas katakarabaya. In the next, oh yes, I'm telling you, there will be mighty miracles in our youth meetings. Oh yes, revival is about to break forth, because in every meeting God is raising voices that have got authentic backing from God, that they know the one who has spoken to them has a marks of a testimony. They held the people that said, we raise the dead. Let nobody else tell you that the dead cannot reason. We raise the dead with his hands. But you know what? We have come with a message to tell you that you're not just about to raise the dead. You raise the people that have been buried. You go and say, the Lord says, the man that you buried was not supposed to go. So let's get him back. Let it. Oh my God. I don't know who I'm talking to, but there is a voice that the Lord is raising in our time. Oh yes. Mashakarabasata karabai. Riamande rebasikerebesia. Radabasatianta. You know, if you have been chasing something else, and what you're chasing is in the area of your faith, meaning you are trusting God to do it, but you try and you come back, you try and come back. You know what you need to do. I says, Lord, I didn't hear you well. Speak again. Speak again. I didn't hear you the first time. Speak again to me.